From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
I'm Annie Johnson, and coming up, I'll have the full story on a former Bozeman School Board trustee's resignation.
That destroyed a state landmark in Butte is hitting a snag. Coming up, we'll learn why investigators say finding the cause of the fire is taking so long.
Well, happy Monday, Southwest Montana, 6:31. There's a live shot into the mining city thanks to our friends at Community Hospital of Anaconda. Chet Lehman, Holly Brantley, Matt Elwell with you here. Kind of a gray day out there, but I stepped outside. It's nicer than it appears.
Absolutely.
How's that?
It really is.
It is. It's really. It's actually, the temperature is very pleasant. A little breezy.
The temperatures are in the 40s.
Even
I think
the coldest person alive says that. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you have it. There's no need for me to even tell you. No, it is going to be a little windy, and that's going to be our biggest drawback for the day. Temperatures into the 40s for most of us right now. We should end up in the 50s, so not a big climb in temperatures, and there will be a few spotty showers expected for the area today. Most of it not heavy, just kind of a light drizzle for the most part, or just a light rain. It is beautiful out there, though, with that cloud cover and some snow-capped mountains and yards. Temperatures holding into the 50s for most of the area for today. We're going to talk more about the wind and the impacts of some more rain heading our direction. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:32 now, our top local story. Concerns and confusion pouring in from the parent community within the Bozeman School District over a former trustee's resignation and the timing behind it.
MTN's Annie Johnson has our update.
If you've been following news within the Bozeman School District, then you'll notice there's still a trustee short.
It's really hard for me to believe that you all didn't hear from Andy that he was moving. But maybe that's the case. Maybe you didn't know.
News broke about Andy Willett's resignation shortly after 3 trustee positions were voted on during the May 4th elections.
I moved out of the district unbeknownst to me, which sounds, it's a bit embarrassing, frankly. The district line over there is pretty jagged, and I just never even thought about it.
But parents were concerned as to how it went unnoticed since August 2020 and why after the elections, saying it may have been planned because now Willett's position will have to be appointed.
This was a public election, and if you want to strong arm the county superintendent to get someone that you want, then I think you're going to have egg on your face. You need to stay out of it.
But Willett says the conspiracy talk is ridiculous.
Unfortunately, we're in a day of conspiracy theories. It's just, to me, ludicrous. It had no impact in voting the last year. I felt I was a strong board member during my tenure, and including last year during a very difficult year, and certainly no conspiracies.
So with the board still 1 trustee short after elections, where do they go from here?
As a result of his moving, there is a vacancy on the board, and that position will be filled until May 2022 by the county superintendent.
If you or someone you know is interested in the open position, you can reach out to the county superintendent's office. Reporting in Bozeman, Annie Johnson, MTN News.
Thank you, Andy. 6:34 now. In other headlines, Butte fire investigators getting closer to wrapping up the investigation into the fire at Butte's iconic M&M, but there may be no definitive answers. The May 7th fire at the famous Butte Bar and Cafe was so devastating, fire investigators say it's likely the cause of that fire will stay undetermined. That fire burned so hot that it collapsed the entire structure onto itself, making a final determination difficult.
We have an idea of where the fire started just by interviewing the firefighters that were first on scene, and that was somewhere in the kitchen area. So we know the origin, we just don't know the cause. And how we would ever find the cause now that everything is piled up on each other, that would prove difficult.
That investigation does continue, however. The owner says she plans to rebuild the M&M in that same location.
Well, tomorrow marks 1 year since the murder of George Floyd.
Since that time, police reforms have been enacted in various states, although nothing so far has been able to pass Congress.
But as Washington continues to negotiate police reform, what is the impact of all these changes having on our police officers? Our Joe St. George has a closer look.
The murder of George Floyd 1 year ago has changed a lot in this country. Murals have gone up, police reform enacted, and while Congress hasn't passed anything yet, at least 140 state laws have changed since George Floyd's murder, according to the National Conference of State Legislatures.
I think across the country that we're seeing nationally a decline in those applying.
Colonel Patrick Callahan leads the New Jersey State Police, one of the largest departments on the East Coast, and says while the protests have resulted in some common sense reforms like making sure bad cops don't get jobs elsewhere,
I don't think I could stand here and say that no reform is needed.
It's also resulted in a decline of men and women wanting to be police officers.
This is a historically low application process for us.
In a typical year in New Jersey, there are anywhere between 10 to 15,000 applications to join the state police. This past year, just 3,600. The colonel doesn't blame the drop entirely on all of this police reform talk, but it's part of it.
People say it to me all the time, you couldn't pay me enough to do that job.
What's happening in New Jersey is happening across the country. According to the Police Executive Research Forum, there is a 63% decrease nationwide in applying to become a police officer. More early retirements are being reported too. All of this on the minds of lawmakers on Capitol Hill as they try to negotiate police reform. President Biden wanted it done by the anniversary of George Floyd's death. That won't be happening.
But while a decline in being a police officer is being felt in many police departments and by many police unions, it's not being felt everywhere.
This is Barnegat, New Jersey.
We're at the Jersey Shore.
Chief Keith Germain says while other police chiefs are struggling to find officers, he's not.
We're an anomaly there.
He recently had 4 openings and received 400 applicants. A big reason the seaside town pays patrolmen around $130,000 a year. The high pay giving him flexibility to hire only the best and brightest. And he's seeing more city officers interested in the suburban life.
Many of those applicants were NYPD, New York City Police Department, Philly PD. You have to pay them well to get them in the door.
Still, though, Chief Germain is keeping an eye on Washington. While he isn't having problems recruiting officers now, he says if some police reforms are too drastic, he will.
You are simply creating an environment where police officers are going to be very hesitant to take action.
Still, though, whatever Congress or state governments decide to enact, both of these officers say their departments will be there.
People are still going to call 911.
In fact, Colonel Callahan believes this period of uncertainty may just result in the best police force this country's ever had.
I think back to the greatest generation and when they came back from World War II and dug their heels in and built up America after World War II. I think right now is that opportunity too.
In Trenton, New Jersey, I'm Joe St. George.
6:38 back here at home now. Montana U.S. Senator Jon Tester says he now has a better understanding of what's going on at Malmstrom Air Force Base. Yesterday, the senator toured the base with Air Force Chief of Staff and head of Global Strike Command. He learned about the threats around the world, visited missile launch facility, weapons storage facility, and the facility that will house the new helicopters the base expected to be receiving. He also met with some missileers.
As has been pointed out many times, this was Kennedy's ace in the hole during the Cuban Missile Crisis. We need to make sure that we are up to par with, and actually better than, what is happening in China and Russia in particular.
By the way, Senator Tester is the chairman of the Senate Defense Appropriations Subcommittee, which provides around $700 billion a year for the Department of Defense and other agencies.
Well, it's 6:39 for you now. Coming up here, it could be one of the best COVID-19 detectors on a leash. Coming up, learn about a new study about dogs sniffing out the virus.
But first, let's check in with Anthony Mason to see what's coming up at 7 o'clock on CBS This Morning.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS This Morning, researchers studying vaccines in children as young as 6 months old. We speak to one family eager for the opportunity and encouraging others to sign up. Plus, we talked to Reddit co-founder and Serena Williams' husband, Alexis Ohanian, how his own experience inspired his advocacy of paid family leave. And actor-director John Krasinski on what convinced him to make A Quiet Place sequel and why he's so excited to get people back in theaters. All coming up when we see you at 7.